Wine is the oldest alcoholic beverage in recorded human history. Evidence of wine production dates back over 8,000 years to the ancient regions of Georgia and Iran. It has been present at royal courts, religious ceremonies, trade routes, and dinner tables across every major civilization on Earth. Today, over 36 billion bottles of wine are consumed worldwide every year. France, Italy, and Spain produce over half of the world's supply. And yet, wine remains one of the most misunderstood beverages on the planet. Let's talk about what wine is, about the culture growing around it in Kigali, and about one space that has made it their mission to bring that knowledge to Rwanda one bottle at a time. Karume Vanessa didn't begin her career in wine. She began as a waitress. Over 8 years in hospitality, she moved through bartending, mixology, and coffee before arriving here.
I've always loved wine in generally because I used to work in a bar. I developed the love around wine because people really enjoyed wine. It would bring people together. People would gather, and if they cheer, it will be something. And mainly because in Rwandan culture, it's something people feel and take like it's classy. It made me really start developing that interest, and the more I learned about wine, the more it got really more interesting, and yeah.
Today, she holds a WSET Level 2 award, a qualification from the Wine and Spirit Education Trust, one of the most recognized wine education bodies in the world. She serves as event and training coordinator at the Wine Club. Wine, at its simplest, is fermented grape juice. To produce it, you need Vitis vinifera, the wine grapevine, which requires a specific climate of defined seasons, dry harvests, and moderate temperatures. That climate exists roughly between 30 and 50 degrees latitude, what's known as the wine belt. Rwanda, sitting near the equator, falls outside it. The country is too warm and too wet to grow wine grapes. Every bottle in Rwanda has traveled somewhere else. A common misconception here, in many places where wine isn't part of the native food culture, is confusing dry wine with bitter wine. They're not the same. Dryness refers to low residual sugar, while bitterness is a separate sensation entirely, often confused with tannin or acidity.
Culturally here, people think that a good wine is a sweet wine. And a dry wine, they feel like it's a bitter wine. Well, that is not a good term to use in wine. A wine is never bitter. Wine is dry. But most beginners, really, you cannot blame us because traditionally, wine is not our thing. Wine is European thing where you can get the climate that allows you to drink wine. Since we don't cultivate any wine here, and wine is not something that is grown within this culture, you wouldn't blame any beginner here. But you take them slowly, you show them the easy. Wine is the most easiest thing if you get to learn and know some few things. People make it diverse, or they want to feel like it's something really complicated, but it's few steps: the eye, the nose, and your palate. Today we are going to open a Chardonnay. This is a Grande Ardèche from Maison Louis Latour. It comes from a region called Ardèche, France. It's a 2021 vintage. It's 100% Chardonnay. And then for some people they use what you call a poire. This wine goes with fresh fruits as green grapes, green apples with some cheese, some salami as well.
Testing wine follows a method used by professionals and beginners alike. It involves 3 points of assessment.
Testing wine, it's not that tricky as people feel like it is. It really takes three steps. So the first step is on the eye, the next is on the nose, and the last is on the palate or on your tongue, what you feel on your tongue. Those are the three main part of testing your wine.
The eye assesses color and clarity. The nose detects aroma. The palate confirms what the nose found, while also revealing acidity, tannin, and the wine's overall balance. That balance is what separates a good wine from an average one.
I wouldn't really say a good wine because it starts from the grape. It starts from the tree, actually. If the tree has got a good soil, if it has got enough water, if it has got enough sun. So it depends on the climate as well. It depends on where it is. That is why we don't grow any wine in Rwanda, because we don't have a good climate for it. It starts from that tree. It starts from how the tree is, where it is, what amount of water it has got, how the soil is. Depend on how you pick your grapes. It would depend on how the winemaker has done it, the type of yeast that they have used. So to judge a wine that is already in the bottle will have to come with that all support, because if you didn't get a good grape, it's not, you can never get a good wine if you didn't get a good grape. If you didn't prepare it well, if you didn't probably use the good yeast, if you didn't mature it in a good oak barrel, it won't be as good as the other one. But a good wine has to be balanced.
Despite being a wine professional, Vanessa is not deprived of having a personal favorite.
I am a red wine person. My favorite wine is red Cabernet Sauvignon. Well, one would associate it with meat, because I also love meat. But that is what I feel like I love. But it would also depend on the circumstance, on the weather. If it's a cold day, I would go for a Cabernet Sauvignon, and if I want to be that warm. But if it's a sunny day and it's it's on the beach, I would go for a good rosé, for a good French rosé maybe. And if it's it's in summer, you're chilling with your friends on a swimming pool, I will go for a Chardonnay, maybe a French Chardonnay that is oaked.
For a beginner being introduced to wine for the first time, Vanessa recommends an off-dry Riesling. Off-dry means a small amount of residual sugar softens the acidity. It is an approachable entry point that is served chilled. Some people say the wine is too complicated to learn. Vanessa disagrees.
People get wrong about wine that it's complicated. It's not complicated. Prices. Well, it's because we're in Rwanda and probably taxes on alcohol are somehow high. Good wines that are probably quite expensive get here on a price. But if you don't take it as a complicated thing, and you get to know what you like and how you like it, you get even to find some gems that are there, some good wines that are not that expensive. So you just remove the part that is complicated and know what you really want.
Eye, nose, palate, the rest is preference. The Wine Club has operated in Rwanda for 11 years, supplying premium wines exclusively to hotels, restaurants, and caterers but never sold in supermarkets. That exclusivity left private clients with nowhere to go.
So when was Wine Lab established, and what inspired its creation?
Thank you. The Wine Lab is the baby to the Wine Club. The Wine Club has been here for, we're in our 11th year. We're actually celebrating 10 years anniversary soon. We've been here for 11 years. The Wine Lab came as an idea for, we have exclusivity on wines that we bring in. So the wine that we supply to hotels, restaurants, and caterers. They are exclusive. You will not find them in any supermarket. You will not find them in any supermarket really that we don't want to talk about right now. But you can only find it at the wine club. So it was a really hard issue for private clients who would drink a good wine in a hotel and all of a sudden they can't find it anywhere else. The idea came 3 years ago, so the Wine Lab is celebrating the 3rd year.
What makes the wine lab different from other places? What makes it very special?
Yeah. Thank you. Well, it's your first time here, right?
Yes.
A lot of people don't really know us. What's special about us is the exclusivity on wines. I would talk about the Wine Lab, but starting from the Wine Club, because the wines that we sell here in the Wine Lab are the one that the Wine Club supplies to big hotels. So really the source is the Wine Club. What makes us special is that we work with family-owned wineries. You know, if you've been working in wine industry and you have a winery and it's a legacy where if you die, your son takes over. If your son dies, your grandson takes over. You know, that type of people that have a good name, people that has a good product, people that are known to produce good things, and we have exclusivity on wines that we bring in.
You said something about exclusivity.
Yeah.
So the wines that you sell here, most of them, it means that you cannot find them anywhere else.
You cannot find them anywhere else.
Like
we
in the
we
country.
only work with brands that supplies to the Wine Club exclusively. There are brands that we might find on the market and that are killing our exclusivity, and then we talk to the brand people and you're like, you know what, if you cannot only work with us, then we cannot work with you as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's very unique.
That is really
Yeah.
unique, yeah.
So who are your suppliers? Like,
our suppliers are wineries that are, let's say, Spear, or let's say this Bruce Jack. It's been there since 1853. You can see all these, there are well-known suppliers. Yes. We work with Spear that has been there since 1692. So we work with brands that are well-known and they're good with what they're doing.
Yeah, like are they from specific countries or?
For now, we're supplying from 3 countries, yes. But we are bringing in some more. We are supplying now from South Africa, from Italy, and from France. But we are bringing in some other brands from Australia, and all of them.
What is the price range of the wines that are sold here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there are good wines, and finding a good wine comes with a price on it. Yes. But the range here, one would say from 35 to 200. We have ones for 1 million. We have ones that are high class like that. But you would also find a 23K bottle, but that is the range really, 45 to 150 or 200.
The market here in Rwanda, what is it like? Are people really coming? Like, do they understand the value of buying a good bottle of wine? Or as you said, are they only after just getting drunk, you know, the vibe? They say like, this one is only 15 volts.
Yeah.
It won't get me high. It won't get me high and I need something strong.
Yeah.
So do people really understand, are people really up to that? Like, are they willing to buy those bottles?
Not yet, but that's why we're here. Yeah. We've made it our main focus. We've made it our main, how do I say, the vision to have all these people all around that takes, even if you take a shitty wine, we're going to get you from there step by step. You know, even people have already started drinking coffee in Rwanda. It wasn't
Our culture.
it's really in our culture because we grow coffee here. So it doesn't really make sense how you're going to import only coffee and then give it to other people, but people have started learning about coffee, taking a cup of coffee in the morning. That is also our vision. We're here to take all these people all around that are shy, that don't know really, do I really want this? If you have that thought already, you want to do it.
So what's the most consumed wine or wine brand here? In the wines that you sell, which one is mostly liked by people?
That is a tricky question, but on numbers, because of price-wise, it's a brand that we bring in that is called Spear. Most people have, most of our clients have it on their wine glasses, on their house wines that they serve per glass. So it's Spear. So
is it here? Right?
It's here.
So this is the most consumed
brand, yes.
What are the challenges? Because there must be a lot of challenges.
The challenge, first of all, one would say that it's not culture. It's not in our culture. That is the first challenge. The second is taxes.